It's been about 2 years now since the Cayuga County Office building closed, and after careful analysis, it looks like it's going to stay that way closed. A new long-term solution developed at another building in Auburn, and that's why we've invited the County Legislature Chair, Jonothan Anna, to join us. We'll find out a little bit more. Thanks for being here. Good to see you.
Thank you, Jeff. It's nice to be here. I appreciate the opportunity.
Let's start first, though, with that old building. How much would it actually take to rehab, to get that thing actually up and running again, and why it maybe is just cost prohibitive to do that?
So the building was built in 1966, and I believe opened in 67. It's been a long time. So this past 2 years ago, we had a storm. It ripped open part of the roof, and what happened with that is the water came down into the building and exposed some asbestos-containing material.
Yeah.
So our remediation cost right now is about $9 million is what the estimate is. And then in order to repair the building or rehab the building, we're looking at additional $50 to $60 million potentially.
Okay, so yeah, so just cost prohibitive to open the thing back up. So the legislature has just approved an agreement for what is dubbed the Garden Street facility. What is that, and where is it, I guess? Maybe people over in Auburn know where that is, Cayuga County way, but...
Yeah, so it's actually the Health Central building, which is a medical building. It's the old Central High School. That building was actually rehabilitated back in the early 2000s to become a business medical facility offices. So it's a lot of office space, about 75,000 square feet, and it actually sits right behind the Holiday Inn.
Oh, okay, gotcha. What makes it the best long-term solution then for housing, I guess, as many of the county offices and departments as you can put back into one location? Yeah,
well, it really offers something that no other real properties in Auburn have right now. It has the size of about 75,000 square feet. Then we're looking at, we have parking.
So people that's
can park.
A big one.
It is, because in Auburn, parking's a premium.
Yeah.
And we had parking at our old office, but now we'll have parking at this new facility. And obviously, it's already an office building. So it already has the space. It's easily going to be reconfigured. And most importantly, we can do it for substantially less dollars for what the county office building would do, which really improves the value to taxpayers. So this was really about finding value and ensuring that we use tax dollars the best we can to, to support our citizens.
Cheaper, but you still got to pay for it.
Absolutely.
How do you do this? I figure you probably bond for it. What does that mean? We hear that thrown around a lot. You bond for stuff.
So initially, we're going to do bond anticipation notes.
Okay.
So a bond anticipation note is like a short-term loan where you take out the ban. And then you, for instance, in this case, the initial purchase price is about $5.2 million. And then we'll have some improvements we'll have to do to the billing. So we ban in segments, so you're not paying interest over that entire course of the loan. And then you'll roll those bands over. And then after 5 years, up to 5 years, then we can go to the bonding process and turn that into a municipal bond.
Okay. It sounds like it doesn't need a lot of work, but you're going to probably need to do a few things to get it fit for a county office building. What's I guess, a basic timeline when you'll actually get to move people, county workers back in there, and then you'll get the public in there doing whatever services they need there? What's rough timeline?
So right now we're doing our due diligence. We still have to do the environmental, the structural evaluations, and then we have some design and architectural planning to take place, along in addition to the space planning we've already done, but the additional space planning. Right now we're looking at putting the Department of Social Services in there during the first quarter of 2027.
Oh, okay. What do you think as far as, I don't know what all was in the old one, and will you fit that all? Is that the intention to try to put everybody back in, more people back into that building, less people? I guess, what will it house, this Garden Street facility?
Our goal really is to put almost the same people into the building. We have a few exceptions. One of those would be our DMV, which is now going to have their new home at Dill Street Commons. So that's one example of an office, but for the most part, our goal is to return most everybody back into this new facility.
Okay. Over the course of, you said early 2027 from DSS, then you figure throughout the course of next year?
It'll be a staged approach, depending on how the leases drop off for the current clients that are in the building.
Understood. Maybe last one for you. How difficult has this process been to find something big enough to house all these offices and departments, have all those things like you talked about, the parking, etc., and at a price and is available? I mean, there's probably not a lot of places around. How difficult is this?
There's not. Back last year when we started looking and realizing it wasn't a good value for taxpayers, and we started looking at properties, and I started looking at properties, a few things is trying to find a building that's large enough, but also has that ample parking. And, our employees for the past 2 years now have been displaced. And they have done a tremendous job working out of temporary spaces and having to really work on the fly, so to speak. So I just really want to thank them, because really they've been the ones at this place. As much as it's important that they do a great job for our customers and our public, but they've been the ones at the front line to have to deal with this as well.
Well, we're on our way to a new space eventually here. I really appreciate this. Was a great chat. Appreciate you coming in. Love to have you back sometime. We can talk another couple topics.
Absolutely.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Jeff.
Download the WSYR Plus app on your TV to stream News Channel 9 for free. Just go to your smart TV, search WSYR Plus in the App Store, and download to start streaming today.